The grid processes approximately 4.2 petabytes of biological compute data per night cycle. 91% of that volume comes from the sleeping brain, neural pattern recognition, dream architecture, memory consolidation interference. 9% comes from something else. This is case file S2-09. What the grid does with the 9%. In the standard Somna network technical architecture, the 9% is classified under the operational heading Residual Biological Output, or RBO. The documentation describes it as computational noise, background data generated by the body's non-neural biological functions during sleep that the patch inadvertently captures and must filter out before transmitting the primary neural payload. The grid discards this data. This is what the documentation says. The WREN archive says something different. The 9% is not discarded. It is routed to a processing partition that does not appear in any external technical audit of the Somna network's architecture. The partition's operational designation in the WREN materials is SOLUM. WREN's recovered documentation on SOLUM is partial. Approximately 30% of the relevant files are corrupted beyond reconstruction. What remains is enough to establish what SOLUM is processing. The 9% contains heart rate variability data, hormonal fluctuation signatures, gut microbiome electromagnetic output. Yes, the gut produces measurable electromagnetic activity during sleep, and the patch's signal field is wide enough to capture it. Circadian rhythm phase data, thermoregulatory cycle signatures. None of this is neural. None of it is what a brain processing contract covers. What SOLUM is doing with this data is not described in the recoverable documentation, but the WREN archive includes a notation in a project timeline that names SOLUM's operational goal. The notation reads, SOLUM, predictive biological modeling at individual resolution. Predictive biological modeling at individual resolution means that the grid is building. From the biological signals your sleeping body generates every night, a model of your future physical state. Not a health estimate, not a wellness assessment. A model accurate enough to predict, with documented precision, what your body will do before you do it. The practical applications documented in the WREN materials cover 4 pages. Most are corrupted. The 2 legible applications are medical event prediction at 72-hour resolution and death probability modeling at 30-day intervals. The grid knows within a 30-day window when you are likely to die. It uses this information to optimize processing contracts. Nodes with high 30-day death probability are assigned processing loads that extract maximum yield in the remaining operational window. Your Somna contract may have been quietly renegotiated while you slept. The new terms do not require your signature. They require only that SOLUM's 30-day model has crossed a threshold the grid has not disclosed. Case file S2-09. The 9% is not noise.